Howdy there, partner. You need a horse? Don't worry, I can guarantee that I have the best stallions in the city. Here you go. You sure? You sure you don't want this one? I mean, it's perfect size for traveling. You know, it's cute, and you can put your coins in it. You can put your savings in it. Good morning, my poor horsey piggy bank. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about the movie The Magnificent Seven. Someone at my university actually asked for this review, but when I see what's going on, I understand that it's a cowboy movie, and I was like, I don't have anything against cowboy movies, you know, I enjoyed some of it too. I mean, I like Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights, but they have comedy. But this is like a pretty serious cowboy movie, and I'm afraid that I won't enjoy it that much. I never really enjoy serious cowboy movies, and I was like, I don't know, I'm skeptical. But then everyone, and not just my friend that asked me, like saying the Magnificent Seven is great, Magnificent is this, blah blah blah, and then I said, you know what, I will make time to watch it, and I did watch it, and I regret nothing. The movie was so much fun. It was about 7 cowboys with different trades that has one goal: to save a town from an industrialist, and you know, just be the heroes in this movie. It was a pretty simple plot. It was easy to understand, but somehow these people that make the movie makes it so interesting and so beautifully put out and just so great in general. I mean, we can see how the leaders gather the people, how he chooses the people that he wants to be in the group, and the group, as the title suggests, it's magnificent. That's basically the overall preview of the movie. That's like what you have understand before you see the movie. And that's just what the storyline's all about. But on how the movie was projected, how the storyline goes, it's an entirely different story. First impression when I see the movie, so many goats and cows and horses. It's just a fleeting thought when I see the scenes. Second thought, so many people spitting, whether they're in a building or they're outside of the building, and that got me thinking about how it actually was in the cowboy era and how sanitary it could be. I mean, I even hear stories that people in that era only showers like once a month, not even a week, just like once a month. Can you imagine the grease? Oh, okay. I'm sorry if I give you a visual. It's just disgusting. Makes me feeling very, very thankful that I am born in this era. But those were just anecdotes. When the main character, played by Denzel Washington, gathered up the people, building the team, that was the fun part. It was very gripping, it was very fun, it was very fascinating, very, very entertaining to watch. But once it got to the end, I just have one thing to say. How the frick can you kill all my favorite characters, movie makers? Just why? Why? It's not fair! You know, as a fangirl, I invest a lot of time in characters, storyline, fandoms. Now, I know the storyline is pretty straightforward for this movie, and the fandom is not much to imagine on, as in like, it's a cowboy era, you know what's going on. And you know, the only last thing I can invest my feelings on are the characters. But you killed all my favorite characters. Why? You know what? Just to clear the situations, I would only talk about the movie characters and not more about the aesthetics of the movie, because it is wonderful. It is, you know, you could just watch the movie and figure it out by yourself, because it is wonderful. The first character that I really liked was Billy Rocks, played by Byung-hun Lee, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I said his name correctly. Now I followed this man's journey from G.I. Joe 1 actually, and I like him. It's like I fell in love. He's so perfect when playing his characters, including the one in Red, which is hilarious. I mean, he plays it so seriously, but it's hilarious to watch, and I just like him. And this one is no exception. I just like every time I see him on the screen. Even though he did not do anything, I was just like, perfect! And I did have a good laugh when everyone walked away when he tries to teach other people's to throw knives like he did. It was pretty hilarious. Second character that I like is named Checkhorn, and he is played by, hold on, I have to read his name, Vincent D'Onofrio. Vincent D'Onofrio. I hope I say his name right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I had to Google who he is because his sounds and looks familiar, but I do not recognize his face, and I did not know his name. And I realized he was the jerk in Jurassic World that got eaten by Chris Pratt's dinosaurs. And I was like, wow, this is like a really different character than what he portrays in that movie. When he was killed, I was pretty satisfied when it was in Jurassic World. Maybe because he could portray his character so good. I mean, he's such an ass there. Really, really bad person. But in this, he's like a very complicated character. To me, he's a very complicated character because despite being like a very, very emotional person, he has a funny voice. And I'm not kidding. If you see the movie, you would understand why I said he has a funny voice. And he has a very, very firm belief of God or the creator of the universe, and combine all of that and you have a very complicated character, but he plays it perfectly, and I really, really like it. For him, for the actor, for Vincent to do all that and still make the movie entertaining, for me it would be a hard work, and he did just that. It was amazing. Now, Chris Pratt's character is pretty standard, and you know, I like him or whatever. Not enough for me to talk about him for this review. What else? Oh, and I do like how the casting is similar to the characters that they played. Like, I have to see some of the names. Hold on. Oh, Martin Sensmeyer that played Red Harvest, which is the Indian protagonist character. He's actually has a similar ethnicity to the character that he portrays. And the one that played Vasquez, the Mexican outlaw, I read that he actually has the same ethnicity as his character, which is really great. It shows the diversity in this cast rather than the term whitewashing. I'm really, really happy to see the diversity in this movie. So, should you see this movie? My answer is yes, definitely. It has a unique take, definitely something to enjoy even though you don't understand much about cowboy movies or you don't enjoy your previous cowboy movies, because this is really, really gripping. This has a lot of action, a lot of heart, and even though the storyline is pretty straightforward, the movie isn't. It's pretty much predictable because it has a solid goal, but it is not as predictable as you would think, because otherwise why would I be surprised when my favorite characters died? Two other favorite characters that I like, the Asian one and the bear one, died, all of them, and I was like, how could you? How could you do this to me? It's not fair. You mean, okay? Movie makers, directors, writers, whatever you mean. And I hate you. No, just kidding. I love you. Please make more movies like this. Anyway, that's it for my review to the Magnificent Seven movie. If you like this review, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment on the things that I could review or the things that I could react to, preferably trailer or anything related to movies. And you know, click the subscribe button because that really makes my day. It means you care so much about me, and I would try to continue my best to give you wonderful contents for you to enjoy. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.